So I wanted to do a video on breastfeeding while I am, of course, breastfeeding. I wanted to give my top tips as a breastfeeding mom to people who are struggling with breastfeeding or about to breastfeed or um, any sort of co-breastfeeders. I would say I have 3 tips that stand out the most for anyone who is struggling. I say stick with it for at least the first 6 weeks. Um, 6 weeks is kind of what it takes for your supply to get into the swing of things, and for your baby to get into the swing of things. Um, and while breastfeeding is a very natural thing, it is not always, um, you know, second nature to learn. So it does have a learning curve to it, especially if it's your first time, um, or if you have any sort of issues like Ty had tongue tied, so his tongue couldn't pop out enough to get a good latch without a nipple shield. So, first thing is definitely stick with it. Try for 6 weeks. If after 6 weeks it's still not working for you, you have weight gain issues, or you are not comfortable with it, then you know what? You gave it a good try. So my first one, stick with it for 6 weeks. My second tip for anyone struggling with breastfeeding is join a support group. Don't wait. Just do it. You'll. I can't even express how much sanity being in a support group helped me with Ty. I mean, I was paranoid about his weight gain, even though he was gaining weight like crazy. I was still really paranoid about it until I started going to a support group. Most groups have a scale that you can weigh your baby, and most of them are weekly or bi-weekly. So you get the constant reassurance that your baby's gaining weight, and you get to hear a lot of advice and a lot of good stuff from the lactation consultant leading, and from all the other women who might be going through the same thing you are. Sometimes it was the other women, the other moms who helped me out more than even the lactation consultant could. But it's nice to have that professional there too. And the last thing I want to suggest is, if you are having trouble, seek help, and seek help immediately. You don't have to wait around for things to get really bad before you ask for help. So I always suggest, if there's an issue, go seek professional help. Whether it is at a support group or you make an appointment with your hospital's lactation consultant. Those are my breastfeeding tips. It's a wonderful thing. I have enjoyed breastfeeding so much, and Ty does too. Say bye-bye. Bye.